Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avadon 3, the Warborn. We are in the hidden rebel base underneath Vanna's Reach, right? Yeah, I think so. We just passed through that room with the lava floor traps, which was kind of neat, although a little bit annoying to navigate. Let's see what awaits us further down. The Cimmerian shamans keep a pen of lizards here, apparently, even though we don't see them yet. Big, vicious brutes which can be magically controlled and sent into battle when needed. Several of the beasts are in the alcove in the northwest corner of the cave. With no shamans here to direct them, they bask in the warmth of the fire and chew on bones. If you get too close, however, they might not stay passive. That is a tutorial message that we've already seen, interestingly. And a game mechanic that we're quite familiar with, obviously. Trained war lizards. Let's see how tough they are. Excuse me. Meh, I mean, not that tough. And even though they like warmth, sad that they were basking in the warmth of some fire. I don't see a fire. Oh, that didn't kill it, so yeah, it's gonna come after Nathalie, but not even. Wait. Why did I try to attack Nathalie? Whoops. Yeah, not even she took any considerable amount of damage from that, so there's that. So yeah, I mean, I don't see the fire whose warmth they were supposedly basking in, but that's fine. Steel bracers, do I need those? Apparently so. Interestingly, these are better than iron gauntlets, which makes no sense whatsoever. But I'll take it. Oh, we have 2 pairs of these now. Probably not worth it, but you never know. Not worth taking along, rather. Is it? Oh, that's the... Is that the javelin? I guess so. Yeah, looks a bit weird. For some reason. I don't know. That map sprite. Mushrooms. Yeah. Thanks, but no thanks. That's not a switch. Could have been one. Oh, and we got some wretch hunters and more lizards. Oh, and the lizard tender Ethan. I wonder if that guy would have called those lizards from down here if I had fought him first. We are going to try and hide behind this corner, though. Well, she actually does. Nope, not that. Yeah, that's better. Wait, didn't they see us? I thought they did. Oh, okay. One of them did. Okay, next enemy called Fire. And that lizard's going to die next turn. And we keep picking them up. At a comfortable distance. I like that. Oh, well, of course. The lizard tender is not going to run into that. Wait. Okay, well then. Okay, well. Or I could just one-shot him anyway. Way too easy. Whip. It's not actually an item. I mean, it is an item, but you know what I mean. Not actually useful. Really, is there nothing special on this floor? I mean, nothing hidden? Okay. Also no special drop from that enemy, except health potion, I suppose. Not super special, though. Oh, and I didn't realize we were going upstairs again. That's my bad. Yep. Okay, well. Another beaker, just in case those are actually useful. I don't think they are, but, you know. Doesn't hurt to take them for now. Linus, that's not Garrett, but I wasn't really expecting to find him here. You round the corner and find a meeting in progress. A large pack of your enemies face each other over a campfire. You feel very outnumbered. Yeah? Do I? I mean, I only see 5 enemies on the map. Versus the 3 of us. That's not very outnumbered. Anyway. The fire is surrounded by a ring of Cimmerian scouts and guides. They are facing their leader, a tinker mage from the Tawan. He must be the one who made the mines at the entrance. Well, we don't know that for sure, but I mean, it's a reasonable assumption, I suppose. The Tawan man is negotiating with a young Cimmerian warrior. The younger man wears a silver... Oh, wait, so Garrett is here. Never mind then. The younger man wears silver bracelets and other signs of prestige. He must be Garrett, the chieftain's lost son. Their conversation has grown heated, so much so that they haven't noticed you yet. Garrett says, "Linus, I did not agree to this." I guess we listen quietly, even though we're literally just a few feet away. Linus must be the name of the Tinker Mage. He says, "Garrett, you want to help with the war. You wanted to rid your people of the Pact. This is how it is done." Garrett shakes his head. "I only wanted to fight. I didn't offer my village. If you place your warriors there and Avadon finds out, they will burn Vanatokstad down." Linus smiles. "Young Garrett, you want to help us? This is how you can best help. You overestimate Avadon. If I want to stay hidden from them, there is no way they can..." One of the Tawan guards points at you. "Master, we are found!" Huh. Yeah, well... that's Hybris for you. He has been discovered indeed. Huh. Should I mock him a little bit? I guess in this case, I feel very much in the right to do so. Tell me more about how well you can hide from Avadon. Linus opens his mouth, about to respond, then he thinks better of it. "I was a fool. If I must die, I will at least be honest. I'm sorry, warriors. Due to my carelessness, we need to fight." Garrett is silent. He looks absolutely terrified. Well, we are here to save him, so... Garrett, fight with me if you want to live. He looks at you, and you see how young and inexperienced he is. He stumbles backwards, paralyzed by fear and indecision. He's not going to be helping anyone. Well, that's good. So long as he's not helping the enemy, I certainly don't need his assistance. Battle is not necessary. We can parlay. That doesn't seem reasonable in this situation, honestly. As much as I prefer, you know, diplomacy over outright violence, but he's not going to respond to that anyway. So, yeah, maybe I wouldn't shout, "Die, enemies of the Pact!" You know, I don't know. That seems a bit too pathetic, but I mean, pathetic as in full of pathos. Is that even a thing you can say in English? I don't know. I don't know anymore. Linus steps forward and draws his sword. "Yes, we must fight. You can't disrupt our plans." He signals with his hand, and his archers train their bows on you. Garrett stumbles backwards, too scared to fight. Yeah, fine. Okay, just don't get hurt, Garrett. This is gonna be over pretty soon, I suppose. Nice. One shot. Yeah, sure, she can go and actually... right, this is F9 to get used to more shortcuts. Wow, this guy's pretty tough, but he is ensnared now, that should help. And all of a sudden, the numbers are looking quite even. Wait, this is really 8 spaces away? Can I... well, if I walk here to attack this thing, I'll be in melee range. That's actually not a problem. Let's do that. and war curse him. She can take out that archer. Wow, these guys are pathetic. Okay, pull him close. That didn't work. Yeah, I don't know. This pulling close kind of move never seems to work the way I want it to. But it's okay. I don't like how he gets so many actions per turn that he doesn't even care about walking out of melee range. Like I have to. Well. Don't need to buff. Well. Huh. He tried to pull her in when she was already standing right next to him. What an idiot. Okay. Oh, what? Really? Could you... Welp. I guess in that case, you just shoot him. And see if Nathalie can finish him off. She cannot. Okay, Ayali, please. Just end this. There we go. Your final blow knocks Linus to the ground. He doesn't get up. He was an agent working directly against the Pact, and now he is dead. A regular soldier would get all sorts of shiny medals for this deed. You, a Hand of Avadon, must be content with the mere knowledge that you have done well. There is a reward, though. When Linus falls to the ground, a thick sheaf of papers falls out of his satchel. You quickly kneel down and sweep them up. They might contain valuable intelligence. I mean, it's not like I wouldn't have searched his body anyway, right? The game makes it sound like only because those papers happened to slide out did I bother to pick them up. Well. Now comes another ugly detail dealing with Gert. Well, I mean, it's not that ugly. As far as I'm concerned. Let's see here. 22 armor, pretty good for chainmail. Cold resistance is... kind of... not a factor here. Extra crit chance is good. I mean, I could use this. As soon as Khalida has enough equip load, she can equip this one. Which is slightly better armor, but obviously no crit chance. Let's see here. This one is a no-brainer. Direct upgrade. Straight upgrade. That gets sold. I don't know if this is worth anything. Nope. So do I put this on? I guess I do. And, well, she gets this one for the time being. Except... can she wear this? Nope. Oh, but it's just because of insufficient strength, interestingly. I mean, oh no, never mind. She has her robe by the time... she has a robe now, not the... not this thing, Chirurgeon's tunic that she used to have. Okay, never mind then. Oh, hello there. You're a bit late to the party. I did not mean to shoot you, but that's fine. Oh. Where are you coming from? What? Scaly Boy? Did the other one have a funny name like that as well? Don't run away. Okay, there we go. Huh, what was up with that? Anyway... oh, right, Gert. Gert spent the fight standing in the corner. He isn't cowering, he isn't trembling. He is young, but he is already a model of Cimmerian stoicism. May I know who I am talking to? Wait, this is the same portrait that was used for Linus, or was that supposed to be Gert? I guess Linus didn't have his own character portrait, huh? This was Gert all along. Anyway, may I know who I am talking to? You say your name. Hand Ayali, I am Gert. I know the ways of Avadon. I am at your mercy. I will tell you honestly why I am here. His resemblance to his mother is striking. He stands tall and looks you in the eye. He isn't going to beg. He is ready to accept his fate. Well, that's good. Your mother sent me to find you. My mother is a good ruler, but she is sentimental for a Cimmerian. I'm sure she expected you to find me before the spy did. Yeah, I guess she did. He nods toward Linus's body. I wish you had. What happened here? When in Vanatok's stead, I received an invitation to come here. It said that a band of Tawan envoys were passing through. They wanted to talk to me. I thought that they would recruit me as a warrior, so I came. Instead, well, you saw how badly the meeting was going. They didn't want me. Many spies are coming. They didn't want me, or they didn't want me? Many spies are coming here from the Tawan. They are trying to keep Cimmeria fighting the Pact. They wanted to use Vanatok's stead as a base. This is major news. Avadon will want to know this, and soon. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't arrived. I suspect they may have killed me. I'd seen too much. Well, we knew that he was going to fight the Pact in one way or the other. So, I don't need to ask this. How did they contact you? That's actually good to... That would be good to know. An anonymous note. The only Tawan agents I know of, you have already killed. I swear it. Well, I mean, it sounds believable. Why would they take any unnecessary risks in, you know, giving their agents away? Do you know who Deless is? Gerd is perplexed. That is a Tawan name, yes? I've never... No. When I came to this camp, Linus was talking to his guards. I think I heard him say the name. I know nothing else about it. Really? Isn't the name kind of well known by this time? I mean, everyone in Avadon anyway knew about at least Deless's name by the time of the previous game. Weird. But then he wouldn't have to deny knowing the name in the first place. Why didn't you accept the offer? It could only result in its destruction by the Pact. Its destruction, by it you mean Vanatok's stead. I could not agree. My clan spent generations building my home. It would shame and wound my mother more than I could stand for me to bring destruction to it. I have not helped the Tawan. I have not taken up arms against the Pact, I swear it. Well, I believe him that he has not yet. But I also believe that he did have the intention. Well, it's true, he should never have come here. What's it supposed to help to tell him that? He knows that by now. I mean, I'm sure he's well aware that that was a very bad idea. What do you suppose I do with you now? You should spare me. Please let me stay. Please let me say why. Go ahead. I will swear loyalty to you. I will go to Vanatok's stead, weighed down by this secret. I will be true to my word. I will be much more valuable to you helping my mother help you than rotting away in some unmarked wilderness grave. Well, yeah, it's true. Khalida is ambivalent. The law on paper is harsh. It is clear what we should do to him. Yet, we are hands. We can choose what we want. I am undecided. Nathalie is irritated. I am so tired of ethical puzzles. Oh, I'm all the way with you there, Nathalie. But alas... Put me on a battlefield. Give me some clarity. I don't know what should be done with this child. There is a long, tense silence. The decision falls to you. I mean, if it's just down to my decision, I'm going to let him live. It's a pretty easy decision in this case. You only talk to the enemy, justice demands I spare you. I mean, it was more than just, you know, talking to a random person. But still, whatever the law says, I think you did nothing wrong. No, that's not true. So I'm gonna pick option 3 here. Gerd nods. Thank you, Hand Ayali. I return. I swear on my honor that I will return to Vanatok's stead and aid my mother. We will do what we can to get our people out of this foolish war. You do that. And that's The first achievement? Or one of the first. Wayward Son. Yes, he points to the west. You can open a concealed door there. When the way is clear, I will go home. And thank you for my life. Sure. I don't see any further rewards here. No loot to speak of. So I'm open this non-concealed door here. Hello. That's just some regular equipment. Oh well. Fine. There's a wheel here with a chain wrapped around it. The chain feeds into a hole in the ground. You turn the wheel, it requires great effort. A section of the wall to the west slides away. You're free to escape. Before you can go, Gert slips by you. He has a bag of food looted from the camp. Thank you again for your mercy. I am returning to my stead now. Then he's gone. Oh, of course, and by the time we get back, he's already arrived. And I'm pretty sure we're completely done with this area for the time being. So I don't see a reason not to return as well. That is, do I need to go to Vanatokstead right now, or should I go to Nightshade first? Not entirely sure. I mean, it's just a relatively quick travel from one place to the other, in any case, so... Hello, Elite Warriors. We might as well report back here. I don't think we needed to... Oh. You return to Camp Nightshade only to find that it has gone insane. What, really? Everything looked pretty normal up until now. After months of no reinforcements or direct guidance from Avadon, it has begun to rain. What? Rain what? New hands are running around, setting up tents and shouting orders at each other. Piles of supplies are everywhere. You stand there, stunned, unsure what is going on. Then a passing hand says to an eye, Redbeard is in the Keeper's Hall. Give him paper and pens. Redbeard? Redbeard is here now? You see Torch ahead on the path, struggling to carry a box of goods. Maybe he knows more. Okay. Well, we knew something was going to happen, so... Oh, hey Torch. You look around the transformed camp, trying to make sense of its sudden transformation. One happily familiar face emerges from the chaos. The chaos that is really only present in these text boxes. Torch walks slowly by, gamely pushing a wheelbarrow heavy with supplies. When he sees you, he sets down his load and wipes his brow. Ayali, you are back safely. I'm glad to see it. He looks back over his shoulder at the frenzied activity. Quite a change, eh? Not what we expected. What is going on? What? You didn't... Of course. How could you know? Redbeard is here. The Keeper of Avadon has come. Redbeard is here? I'd call him Keeper if I were you, but yes. He arrived yesterday. Came with soldiers and supplies and immediately took control. Commander Cerise handed over control personally. She looked sick about it, but what could you do? It's a confusing mess. He gave some orders. You should probably know about them. What are the orders? Redbeard wants all hands to report to him immediately. He wants reports, intelligence. At least, that's my guess. What should I do? No idea. I hope whatever you choose, you survive. Okay. Where is Redbeard exactly? Torch points to the north. In the newly opened, hastily cleaned Keeper's Hall. I need to get back to work. The harder I labor, the less of a chance anyone asks my political views. Oh, and I have one other bit of good news. I'm sure I'll be happy to hear it. The back entrance? Out the west gate? We finally cleared the rockaway. Turns out, the first thing Redbeard wanted was extra escape routes. So there's a faster way to get out, if you want it. Good luck. Oh, that's actual good news. Oh, and one other thing. When you've met Redbeard, if you survive... If I survive my meeting with him, you mean? Wow. Is it gonna be that bad? Commander Cerise did want to talk to you about something. He nods to you, hoists the handles of his wheelbarrow, and returns to work. Okay. Nightshade Perimeter. Once Redbeard arrived at Camp Nightshade, Commander Cerise has a lot more time on her hands. Now she has plans to improve the camp's defenses, and she wants your help. Cool. Okay. So, I've been wondering, actually, for a while now, if we would be going to, or if, rather, if Avadon, the actual fortress, would become our main base eventually, like in the previous games, but right now, it seems to look like this might be our main base for the rest of the game, which I'm perfectly fine with. Maybe at some point we're going to like retake Avadon. That would be cool. I mean, we did fight inside the Black Fortress in Avadon 1, right? Yeah, towards the end. So it's not unprecedented, but still. Hey, Bhutan. Didn't look like anything pertaining to the current situation. As you prepare to settle back in camp and have a well-earned rest, you decide to check in on Khalida. She looks, even by her standards, agitated. Ayali, she says, there is a camp of deserters in Vana's Reach. A whole camp, with towers and fortifications. They are sitting there brazenly, out in plain sight. Tolerated. I need to ask you about it. You saw as much of it as I did. Then you know how shameful it is. So many young people are dying for the Pact every day, and this pack of cowards gets to make their own little town. Yeah, so what about it? She doesn't bother to hide her anger. It does little for morale to know that, as we fight and die, this pack of cowards gets to make their own little town. It dishonors us all. It shames us before the Farlands. I don't think it is, or it does. You should calm down. This is upsetting you? I mean, yeah, obviously. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be saying when I pick this line, so you should try calming down, Khalida. Why? If we can't be angry about this, what can we be angry about? Deserters are scum. Why am I the only one who cares? And the worst thing about it, Redbeard. Where is Redbeard? Well, apparently he's right here. What does this have to do with Redbeard immediately? Redbeard got our reports. Redbeard knows about this flagrant abuse of our laws. Well, okay, I guess the game assumes I talked to him already. But that's fine. Let's just ignore that little slip in the timeline here. Well, he knows about this flagrant abuse of our laws, and he ignores it. Her voice grows gradually louder. The other soldiers find pressing business to occupy their attentions elsewhere. I've not hidden my opinion of the old man who leads us, but this, he finally shows mercy, and it is for these cravens? Shouldn't be ignored. Well, I think we can safely ignore it. It does not seem to pose like a military threat at all, and I'm not sure it poses a threat to our morale. Like, Khalida seems to be convinced it is. If you better off not thinking about it. I mean, I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not sure Redbeard has a good reason for his decisions. It might just be that he deems it too unimportant to pay attention to right now when he has more pressing concerns. But either way, it's probably still not very smart to attack Redbeard this openly. So I'm gonna say that anyway. Of course, he is our god from on high. He orders and judges, but he never answers, never explains. If an innocent must be... She shakes her head vigorously. No, I must calm down. I'm distressed. I'm sorry, Ayali. What did you need? Nothing, actually. That's fine. Well, that was interesting. Not quite sure what to make of that. Hey, Nathalie. Do you have some rant I need to listen to? Doesn't look like it. I'm not sure I've talked to her about all of these points yet, but maybe I'll come back to it once I've actually talked to Redbeard. I want to trade. Sell all of that. Actually, I can probably sell this as well. Wait. Yes, okay. That's how it works. Let me see your wares. Slightly expensive. I'm actually going to buy this lockpick. And that's it for now. Let's see here. Yeah, he's basically unequipped, so I'm going to give him this and this, and I guess he can wear chainmail, so why not? This girdle, and this, I don't know. What's he using? Right now he's using an iron short sword. What should he be using? I don't know, maybe the spear? Guess it doesn't make a lot of sense for a Shadowblade, wait, Shadow Walker, to be using sword and shield kind of playstyle. And this is only 18 armor. Yeah. Do I even need this then? I mean, maybe we'll be getting another party member sometime soon, so gonna hold on to it for now. I'm gonna take care of his level up later. What did I want to do? I guess I can talk to Sazi real quick, see if I have enough for his still. Just while I'm here and remembering to talk to him. Come on. My mouse is not cooperating. Okay. I have that alchemical equipment you asked for. Hopefully it's enough this time. His face lights up with excitement. Great, let me see. He is unsettlingly eager to get this still done. He inspects the delicate equipment, nodding approvingly. Then he takes it. This will do. As promised, your reward. He brings you a spear and a scroll. These are too good for regular soldiers. Okay, thanks. Nice chunk of experience there. Okay, so looks like I only needed 3 of those, huh? Barbed Trident. Ooh. Unfortunately, that is not quite as good as the Iron Glaive. It does add 5% parry chance, which would be nice, but not at the cost of damage. So, thanks, but no thanks. I will keep the Scroll of Resurrection on Nayali, actually, and this probably goes straight to Potan then. Immediate upgrade. What else was there? Oh, a little level up. Nice. Right, these things. I figured those would not be useful, actually. She definitely needs more strength. And I guess last time I gave her hamstring. Battle charge might be good. So, can she wear this now? Nope, not quite. Right. Well, might as well give him how many points? Oh, 2. It's well. I guess dexterity, right? And more strength. Doesn't hurt. I guess I'm gonna work my way towards Shattering Blow. Okie doke. Next step on the agenda, talk to Redbeard, I suppose, to get that out of the way. This is the Keeper's Hall, yes. Every Avadon outpost has one. In case the Keeper has to visit. This Keeper's Hall is, for the first time, active. Serious, dangerous guards wait outside. When you approach, they step aside. Redbeard is expecting you. Okay. Nothing important here. Oh, you enter the Keeper's Hall for the first time. Redbeard, one of the two men competing for the title of Keeper of Avadon, is sitting at the end of a long table. The room is dimly lit, which is good. It gives you time to quietly compose yourself and control your terror. Redbeard's tendency to utterly destroy those he suspects is well known. Redbeard isn't ready for you. He is talking to two hands. You don't recognize them. They must be part of his large entourage. You quietly approach. Rudo and Selena. I don't know those. Okay. Redbeard sits down, grabs a scroll, and crosses something off. Such an inadequate outpost. I have to make it work, he says to nobody in particular. Then he adds, without looking at you, next. Okay. You quietly approach Redbeard, Keeper of Avadon, who strangely is still, or once again, alive, even though I did take him out again in the previous game. But whatever. Keeper of Avadon, and arguably the most terrifying person in the known lands. For 50 years he has freely used violence and fear to keep peace in the Pact. You are disappointed. Instead of a towering ogre, you find a frail old man who still looks the same. He is sitting hunched in his chair, squinting to read the scrolls piled in his lap. Even in the dim light, you see that his famed red hair is streaked with gray. I just wish the character portrait actually reflected those changes. But I guess it'll have to do. When you get close, the Keeper of the Black Fortress still hasn't noticed you. Greetings, Keeper Redbeard. Redbeard's head snaps up. He squints at you. Ah, another hand, yes. You have the look. Name? When he talks, his voice is deep and confident. Okay. In fact, within moments of seeing you, he begins to undergo a powerful transformation. I am Ayali. His eyes flicker down to one of his scrolls. Ah, yes. One of the few hands that hasn't reported. Good. I want to meet all hands under my command here. As he talks, he changes. He sits up straighter. His gaze is sharp. You would have sworn that his hair was tinted gray, but that must have been a trick of the light. It is the fiery red that is his most noted quality. There is no long pause while he consults his record. There's a long pause while he consults his record. As he reads, you find yourself feeling very anxious. This is the Redbeard that you have heard stories of, the bloody scourge of the Pact. You have been to Camarilla. I am very interested in what you have learned. Do you have a report? I do have a report for you. Excellent. The other hands have been painfully unproductive. I hope you can give me good news. First, however, you and I need to have a brief conversation. A few minor chain of command issues need to be clarified. He says this in a casual, offhand way, but the intent way he watches you instantly puts you on your guard. Yes? I am the Keeper of the Black Fortress. I have been so since long before you were born. It is a lifetime appointment. For centuries, the law of the Pact was that only my death could remove me from my post. Harrow's Council recently, illegally, removed me from my post. I was replaced by Acting Keeper Protus. Have you heard of this? I heard a few things, yes. I would have expected no less. In fact, a denial of this basic fact would be very suspicious. So far, I find you adequate. I have a question for you. What is it? He rises from his throne. Any traces of weakness or age are gone. Power radiates off of him. He calmly rests his hand on the pommel of his greatsword. I am Redbeard. I am the true Keeper of Avadon, according to our laws. More importantly, I am your commander. Ayali, you and I are going to do great things. We are going to end this bloody war and save the Pact. First, however, I need to know that your loyalties are not divided. I ask you, will you follow my orders without question? Will you fight and risk all to serve Avadon and the Pact under my instruction? Well, it's obvious what I should answer him. Completely What's the word? Never mind. So no matter what my real intentions might be, not that I'm really entirely sure how I want to play this game, but I can really only tell him that I'm going to be loyal. Everything else would be extremely foolish. But then again, the game really only gives me options that go along those lines anyway, except for I'm not sure. That sounds like the most stupid possible answer. If you aren't the full keeper anymore, I can't serve you? I mean, what? What's that supposed to mean? You're here and Protoss is not, I will follow you. Huh. I kind of like that answer, but seriously, only answer 4 is a reasonable thing to say. So I'm going to go with that just because, you know, no matter what my real feelings might be, saying anything else would be folly. Redbeard nods and slowly sits back down. You have given your word. That is all I need and all I can ask. Time will show if you are sincere. Yeah, exactly. My words exactly. Now to business. Redbeard now now it likes you more. Answers to your questions will sometimes affect what characters think of you and how they treat you. Well, if he likes me, that can only be to my benefit. Business? I'm sure there is much you wish to know. I'm sure you want to fight for the Pact. That much is true. I'm very sure you want to end this miserable war. The Farlands will be crushed. So will all rebels. So will all fomenters of civil war. You are lucky, Ayali. You are here at a glorious time. Working together, we will save the Pact. So let us speak. I understand that Cerise sent you out to gather information. I want to know what you learned. Well, I could ask him questions here. But again, from a role-playing standpoint, I should give him my report because that's what he ordered me to do, and he is my commander. No matter what I think of him personally. So I have returned with information. I see. Please tell me everything. Spare no detail. It is very important. You tell Redbeard about everything that happened. Well, I wish the game had given me some sort of choice here, how much to tell him. But, well, we'll see if this actually affects, Gert and his mother. You tell Redbeard everything that happened. He listens with rapt attention. You found some coded papers in the Cimmerian scout camp, yes? Let me have them. You hand them over. Oh, I didn't know they were coded, actually. Did it mention that before? Oh, I don't know. Will those papers be useful? They might be. I still have eyes loyal to me. I will have them get to work immediately. We need to know what Deless is planning. He consults his notes. Now then. This chieftain's son, Gert, trying to help Deless. What happened to him? Oh, wait, so I did not tell him everything? Never mind. Well, I spared him, yeah. A fair decision. Possibly wise. He deserves to die, of course, but we can use him as leverage over... He checks his notes. Chief Tira? No, Tilla. Threat of her son's death will motivate her well. I am pleased, Ayali. It is good to have reliable hands. Necessary, in fact. I can make use of you. I'm honored to hear it. Redbeard plainly approves. Your loyalty and enthusiasm will be rewarded. From now on, you serve me. You answer to me. When you are confused, come to me and only me for orders. Prepare, Ayali. We are going to destroy the worm Deless and end this war. A great work is about to begin. Well, I guess since we're here, I want to know more about the war. You are reasonable. There are currently 4 major fronts of the war. Cimmeria, the Wildrum Rebellion to the south, the Warborn of the southeast. We haven't heard about that person, except in the title of the game, so I'm interested to find out more about that. And then we have the armies of the Tawan Empire to the east. As a hand, you should know of all of them. I'd like to know more about Chimeria. There are books scattered around this fort. If you read them, you will learn much about the current situation. However, I can spare time to discuss some details. Chimeria is one of the Farlands. Once it was united with the Will Realm, then they split apart and took very different paths. Why did Chimeria and the Will Realm split apart? Centuries ago, they came into contact with the states to the east. Daram, Tawan, and Kelemdariel have a great faith in technology, stone buildings, and massive cities. The Will Realm stuck to their traditional ways, placing faith in clans, nature, and powerful magic. Chimerians envied those to the east. They turned from their shamans to stone and steel. Why is Chimeria a Farland? When the Chimerians began to make their own fortresses, smithies, and cities, they took the natural next step in this advancement. They tried to form an empire. They chose to attack the Will Realm and the Homelandans. The leaders of their steads became bloody and cruel. They were too violent and greedy to be trusted as a member of the Pact. Are they that way now? It doesn't matter. Open arms within, the stone wall beyond. They made their choice when the Pact was formed. They are close to us now. Might they ever stop being a Farland? No, the Pact can barely stay together as it is. We can't afford to introduce confusion. Who should be part of us? Who shouldn't? It is too much. Chimeria was excluded, and excluded it must remain. Well, I don't totally agree with that view. But, okay. I have another question. More about the war, the other fronts. We must focus on Chimeria now. Time is short, and there is much to do. If we succeed here, we will earn the luxury to focus on other battles. Fair enough. How is the war with Chimeria gone? Their warriors were far stronger than we expected. They hold a wide swath of the northern Will Realm. Hoglanda pushed them back over the border, but only with great losses. As much as it cost us, it cost them more. That is why there is hope. Hope? Hope for surrender. We can offer Chimeria reasonable peace terms if they would choose to stop fighting us. That is our primary goal here. We just need to bring it about. How might we do that? That is precisely what I will be sending you out into the field. Why I will be sending you out into the field. We seek an answer. Okay. Wait, that's not all. Can I talk to him again? Well, maybe I screwed up. You approach Redbeard in his throne. As you start to say something, he holds up his hand to silence you. He breaks the seal on a newly received message, reads it, and shakes his head. News from the Kva. The Warborn attacked a village by surprise, 50 miles over the border, and a force of ogres and titans managed to sneak in. Amazing. Why was it amazing? I mean, I guess because it should not be easy to conceal that kind of army. The Warborn have many dangerous qualities, but organization was never one of them. Wait, so there are several Warborn? Okay. The Titans and Wretches barely get along with each other, and Ogres get along with nobody. They could never have done this before Deleuze found a way to organize them. Okay. What was the result? The town was burned to the ground. Half of the people died. The survivors blame Hanvar's council. In turn, the bold leaders of the Pact... what? In turn, the bold leaders of the Pact... What? Standard process. And the carnage continues. Okay. This is hard. After what happened last week. What happened last week? The rebels of the Will Realm continue to drive north. We think they are trying to make contact with the Chimerians. A large battle. Many shamans were involved. The dry fields of the Western Will Realm caught fire. Nothing was gained by either side. Much was lost. What do you think? Well, I think we must do all we can to end this war. Maybe not in the same way you intend to, well, he intends to. But I generally agree on the goals, just not the means. I like to hear the resolve in your voice. It means you are slowly rising to your true responsibility as a Hand of Avadon. This war must be ended, and it must be ended by us. You can't be passive anymore. I must ask you one question I ask all young hands. What is that? The pact counts on Avadon to return us to peace. You will need to fight, and you will need to kill. Sometimes you will not be guided. You will not have orders. You must trust your own wisdom. If necessary, you must abandon all softness, all mercy. You must crush your foes. Can you do this if it means ending this war? Well, honestly, I won't know for sure until I'm tested. That's the most honest answer here. I can't do anything that I feel is unjust. Yeah. I mean, it's more realistic to you know, the first answer is more realistic, but I would like to say that I can't do anything I feel is unjust. Of course, you must be just. You should only let me guide you in deciding. You should only let me guide you in deciding what justice means. Justice is safety for the pack. Justice is peace. Justice is children sleeping safely at night. Justice is doing all we can to protect our people from the farlands. That is justice. No, that is not justice. All else is hand-wringing. Remember that, and you will be fine. Now then, you had a reason to speak with me? Yes. Okay, good. So I can ask him more about those same things as before. Can I know more about you? What is it about hands? He lets out a long sigh. You always want to know more about me. Understand me. Is it curiosity? A crude attempt to gain favor? I will tell you all you need to know about me. Yes? I am no longer human. I am nothing but a force. I am vengeance personified. Personified. Okay. I am a tool of the pact, nothing else. Now, let's discuss something significant. Time is short. Fair enough. I want to learn more about Avadon. You have never been there, yes? You nod. I can tell. Had you seen the place, its grandeur, you could never say the word Avadon without a tinge of awe. Even I still feel it. What is Avadon? It is a tower, an impregnable fortress. It is also an enforcer. It watches the pact from above, looks for threats to safety and unity, and destroys them. We live in a hole in the law. We make our own law, for a greater good. How was Avadon when you were driven out? It was weak. It was a shell. Traitors and the agents of Deleuze attacked us. Much of the Black Fortress was reduced to rubble. Then Handra's council, jealous of my power, withheld the resources we needed to rebuild. Then they blamed me for being unable to solve the problems they kept me from solving and threw me out. He sighs. I hate politicians. How is Avadon doing now? I don't know. I have not been there in well over a year. I'm sure it is crumbling. The only reason the leaders of the pact put that lickspittle Protoss in charge was so that my mighty fortress could be allowed to decay. Tell me more about Protoss. I made him a direct advisor to me. He was weak, but not foolish. He served well. I don't think he planned to betray me, until Handra's council tempted him with my position. He did betray me in the end, but I spared his life. Avadon doesn't need a keeper after all. I gave him one of my necklaces of office to show that he should be obeyed until my return. Okay. I think... Oh, I need to get my new orders. Yeah, that's true. Then I can tell you why I have come here. Our war with the Farlands is a stalemate. One push could lead us to victory. We are hunting a Farlander, a villain from the Taiwan Empire named Deleuze. Deleuze is trying to maintain the alliance against us. We must stop him. Tell me more about Deleuze. Be assured you will learn plenty, all in good time. Fine. How should I begin? First, you must meet the resources I have provided for you. I sent 3 hands here ahead of me. I brought 2 more with me. Their names are Rudo and Silena. They are outside, camped next to the other hands. Go meet them now. Then return to me. He waves you off. The conversation ends. Okay. Cimmerian Council. Redbeard has learned that Deleuze, architect of the Farlands' war against the Pact, is coming to Cimmeria. He is calling a meeting of your enemies. You need to find and disrupt it. Redbeard brought 2 new hands with him. Their names are Rudo and Selena. Go meet them. They can be found in the hand camp. Okay, cool. So those are going to be... What, a shaman, and what else is missing? A tinker mage, huh? Yeah, it must be. What is this? Secure magic storage. A storage. Huh. No way to open that as far as I can tell. And we got a portal here. The Keeper's Hall must always be equipped with a working portal, so that the Keeper can escape or travel to a crisis in a moment's notice. The glow of the portal is faint, and you can't see a destination through it unless you know how to operate it. Stepping into an uncharged portal is likely to result in fragments of you spread all over Linnaeus. And we do not want that. Okay, oh, report to less. That should be interesting. Codex. There. If you want to read it right now, feel free to pause the video. Okie doke. Oh, we got more. We got Redbeard. And we got Eyes, Hands, and Hearts. So, same deal as before. Redbeard. And Eyes, Hands, and Hearts. There. There. Oh, what's that? Can I have that? Indeed I can. So I shall. Alright. We got even more experience to spend, or, well, levels with points to spend. I was supposed to go talk to Cerise, apparently. So I think I will do that before I end the video, but I'm going to talk to those new hands in the next episode. Hey Cerise. You return to the office of Commander Cerise. You expected her to be surprised by Redbeard. Instead, she is stunned and horrified. When she looks up, it takes a few moments for her to recognize you. Oh, Ayali, you are back. I assume you met with success. I have to change how I advise you. The political situation, as you know, has changed dramatically. Yeah. I gave the information from my mission to Redbeard. Good. I hope Avadon is able to use it properly. I will also assist you when Redbeard acts. Okay. What did you think of Redbeard's arrival? That is a hard question. You're putting me in a difficult place. Why? Because I have been put in the middle, legally. Legally, Redbeard is still the Keeper of Avadon, as he was never killed. However, the Pact declares that acting Keeper Protus is my true commander. I don't know what to do, and I don't want to get my soldiers killed. So, what have you selected? Well, Redbeard is here right now, and his tendency to kill dissenters is well known. Therefore, I have little choice. Please, don't hurt me. I will not hurt you. Is there anything else I can do for you? I'm pleased that you ask. If you do have the time to spare, there is a way that you can help to protect this fort. In return, I can slip you some of the new supplies Redbeard brought. Oh, sure. Worryingly, Nicodemus has decided that this camp now needs stronger protection. We have been given a series of rune stones. When they are placed in the correct arrangement around the camp, we will be, I don't know, helped? She removes a grey stone covered with runes from her desk. Then she hands it to you. Very, very carefully. Then she marks a location on your map. Take this stone and bury it in the grove to the northeast, the one with 3 old crumbling pillars. This will be part of the defenses. Just take the rock and bury it? Pretty much. I don't know why Nicodemus suggested I use hands for the task. Seems pretty simple. What exactly will happen when this rock is buried? I don't know. When I asked Nicodemus, he was vague. Well, that sounds like Nicodemus, alright. Okay. Well, it seems like that's all I got for her. For the time being. Right, I also need to talk to Nicodemus to give him that item that I found. See what he can make of that. Or make from that. But I'm gonna end the episode here. As always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I should see you real soon. Bye bye.